reporting outside the Jersey City City Council caucus meeting where many Airbnb hosts were in attendance to hear from council members regarding its debate over what to do with amendments to the 2015 law that allowed for the creation of Airbnb within Jersey City. Well, some of those Airbnb hosts expressed frustration with the ordinance, amendments to the ordinance that they say could go so far as to put them out of business.
I'm 61 years old. I'm an actor right now. So you could do well this month and starve next month. I needed this to pay the taxes. And I was really fearful of losing my home after my family's been in that house over 110 years. And to lose it because City Hall gave me a $28,000 tax bill just had me enraged. Now, again, they're not giving any tax bill to the hotels and their unions who don't even live here. Well, I live here and I vote, and these people live here and they vote. And I hope that council understands that. The abated properties aren't subject to the reval. So they're still paying a pilot based on a value of 10 or 15 years ago. That's a double kick in the you-know-what. And boy, it just gets me furious that this city would do this to us.
Liz, your immediate reaction to the council discussing in their caucus meeting the outlook for short-term rentals?
Yeah, so we're, first of all, so pleased, and we really appreciate Councilman Young really hearing the voices of our host and wanting to ensure that those who, as he said himself, have invested money here and are really lifting up the Jersey City economy are able to continue doing so. But we have serious concerns regarding the fact that other council members don't seem to want to push forward a regulatory package that would provide for a fair and clear path forward for home sharing in Jersey City, one that, as you saw tonight, so many residents rely on in order to make ends meet.
And you're saying that's your statement that it would end home sharing. Is that related to the fact that hosts who have invested in second properties wouldn't be able to make those available to tenants?
There's a number of different restrictions. Honestly, I think it's the sum of the parts really that prescribe an end of home sharing altogether. If you look at the entire ordinance, it really would just entirely limit home sharing of any type in the city. Again, we think it's really important to grandfather an existing host, as Councilman Young had so eloquently argued for. But again, we really would support a total regulatory package that, again, includes registration among other measures, and that's something that our hosts support as well.
And just to follow up, what stipulation or feature of the new ordinance that makes you believe that it would lead to an end of home sharing?
Again, there's so many different pieces of it. Again,
can you name one?
So, for example, the 60-night-a-year restriction that did increase from the previous ordinance, which restricted sharing in owner-occupied units when the owner is not present to 28 nights a year. But even 60 nights a year, we know that our host community, they really invest in their properties. They want to make sure that they're providing the very best to the guests who are coming to Jersey City, and only being able to rent 60 nights a year would be incredibly restrictive and would mean that it would be very difficult for them to make any sort of extra money by home sharing. And again, that's just one of many examples. There's limits on the types of buildings where you can share your home. There's limits on tenants being able to share their home. Again, when you look at the sum of all the parts, I think this ordinance really means that very, very few Jersey City residents would be able to tap into what is proven to be a clear economic tool, and that deeply concerns us.
Mark Busevich reporting from Jersey City for Hudson County View, the eye of the community.